I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Is the gospel of Roman Catholicism a false gospel? Now, before I address this question, let's define some words here. The word gospel means good news, okay? Catholic with a little c means universal, okay? Roman Catholic means a very specific expression of quote-unquote Christianity that obviously derives from what we know as Rome, Vatican City, Pope, cardinals, etc. So the question is that expression of quote Christianity that derives from the Roman Catholic proper system, is that a false gospel? Now, before I answer the question, now that we've defined the terms, one thing we need to do is we need to separate the professional from the personal. And here's what I mean. Just because somebody identifies as a Roman Catholic, or identifies as a Southern Baptist, or identifies as a Presbyterian, or identifies as a Methodist, does not necessarily mean that they personally believe and do subscribe to the agreed to tenets of that specific expression. Now that's the personal side. So let's pull it out. Let's go to the professional side. If we were to go and pull the documentations and the tenets of the faith, the creeds of the faith of what you and I today know as quote unquote Roman Catholicism, you will discover that it is as described and as promoted, it is a sacramental system. In fact, during what we call in the Baptist tradition the Lord's Supper, they call it the sacraments. Those are the elements: the sacrament of marriage, the sacrament of baptism. What that is communicating is that whether through baptism, marriage, last rites, communion, etc., that grace is being bestowed and grace is being instituted to the person through the medium of whatever rite and or ritual is walking through. Now, why would I or somebody claim that this is a false gospel? Well, Galatians chapter 1, verse 8 and 9 warns us of false gospels. But then later in the book of Ephesians, it says, "For by grace are you saved through faith, not of works, lest any man should boast." Sacramental theology says that one receives grace through that rite or through that ritual. Biblical grace is coming through Jesus Christ and Him alone, His propitiation, His sacrifice on the cross, and His resurrection from the grave. And so as a large tenet of Orthodox expression, one can say, when compared to Scripture, that strict articulated Roman Catholicism could be and can be classified as a quote-unquote false gospel. But that does not mean that each individual who says they are, quote, Roman Catholic subscribes to that, just like saying somebody who says to be a Baptist subscribes to Ephesians 2, 8, and 9. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.